Welcome to a Raw Female Biddy edition.
No guests, just a quick dose of Kris and Allie.
Hey, Al.
Hey, sister.
How's it going? How'd you sleep last night?
Well, you know, I'm in and out. You and I have been going round and round and round about this whole sleep thing.
Yep.
And I think that the net is that your sleep actually is not as good as mine. I still have a fairly decent chunk of sleep, but we are definitely, though, I've noticed, and some of it's probably COVID, but a lot of this is our age and going through perimenopause, menopause. We're kind of in that same thing. And I've noticed from a lot of my girlfriends that their sleep is really disjointed.
Right.
So I thought you and we should talk about, I mean, obviously
what we're doing.
We're not professionals.
We are not professionals.
But I think it would be really great to open this conversation up about like what you're doing and what I'm doing. Cause you and I actually do different things.
Right.
And some of them are working and some of them don't
work. Exactly.
And so do you want to tell me what you're doing? Because you're getting up at like 3 in the morning.
Yeah. So I'm keeping a calendar of when I get good sleep.
Oh, you are? Okay,
I am
not doing
I'm doing that.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So I just started that because I really wanted to figure out how many days out of the month I'm getting crappy sleep.
And like where they're falling during the month.
Okay. Yep. So I just started. So I don't see any patterns yet.
Okay.
But I've...
are you cross-referencing like, oh, I ate a wheel of cheese?
I am actually. I'm cross-referencing soft cheeses.
Or I ate a big fried foods thing.
I'm cross-referencing bowl of popcorn past 9 p.m. I'm finding right now that if I have popcorn past 9, it's not a good sleep. I'm cross-referencing.
Wait a minute. If you have popcorn, you're salting and buttering?
Salt and butter. I think it's more the digestive thing.
Yeah, okay.
I also read, and again, not a doctor, but I also did read about having sweets at night. Yeah. That it gets your blood sugar, your glucose system going, and that could wake you up. So I'm noticing that.
Okay. Sweets, as far as any sweets, are like chocolate has caffeine in it.
I have a vested interest in my caffeine intake because, I have my amazing espresso machine.
She's got the stupidest espresso machine.
I have the Rocket Giotto.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I kind of want to see the man that goes along with that.
Where is
his name is Giotto. He's in Italy.
Massimo is his brother. I'd like to meet him.
Anyway, I do not want to curb that intake. Well, but, I haven't. Okay, so I haven't seen a correlation between alcohol. This is a common one that most people say: cut out alcohol, no alcohol, and that means
go through COVID without alcohol,
hard and soft.
But you're not a
wine
big
and spirits.
Neither one of us are big drinkers, but you're not a big drinker anyway.
So I don't see that.
Okay.
The only intake correlation I've seen so far is the popcorn.
Really? Wait a minute.
Can I say
you're drinking an espresso? What time do you?
Well, no,
are you
at
done?
4. At 4. That's my last espresso.
Late.
I'm a big girl.
Okay.
The other thing that hasn't made a dent: screen time. Now I know the screen, it affects your melatonin, your cycle, blah 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 blah. Nope, haven't seen that. So then the other thing I'm doing, and let me get your feedback on this one, and I don't mean to be hogging the mic because I definitely am hogging the mic, is that I'm getting, regardless of the sleep I get, I'm getting up at 7.
Okay.
I'm just keeping this journal and then I'm going to throw it all at a sleep person.
Which we got to have on because this is getting stupid.
Yes, we do.
Okay. So here are my hacks. So the first one is I'm trying not to eat and drink past a certain time at night because I don't want to get up to pee because that then triggers me up at night. So that's the first thing.
Yes.
The second thing is I'm trying I don't drink caffeine after afternoon because that is a connection for me. The third thing is alcohol. So I've noticed if I have a little bit more than I normally do, it interrupts my sleep. And so what I've done is like Sunday through Thursday, I'm really trying not to drink a lot.
A lot or any?
Any. On some levels.
That's impressive. Mm-hmm. I think, let's just be clear, Allie's more committed to good sleep than I am.
I'm very committed to good sleep. So I'm committed, although I will tell you that, it's like last night I had an Aperol Spritz. That was delicious.
Yeah.
It's like whatever. Yeah. But for me, like if I drink a lot of wine, I notice that's a sleep interrupter. But some like a gin and tonic is I don't know. It depends. Doesn't matter. I'm just trying to lessen my footprint during the week with alcohol and stick to the weekends with that.
Yes.
And then the other thing that I'm doing, these are kind of no brainers, but you have to actually put them in process. You have to do them.
Yes.
To see something come back. I am kind of double downing on my workouts because I notice if I have emotionally and if I'm drained emotionally, I can get to sleep. But if I'm drained emotionally and physically super tired, that helps me stay asleep. And also I make sure that I drink a lot of water at the front part of my day. So I stay hydrated. Like I'm actively working on all of these pillars, all these things that I just said, I think about every day. Now, I don't know. I still am getting up is the problem. But the other thing is when I'm getting up, I'm not getting out of bed. I'm staying in bed. I'm not turning on anything. And I eventually, in an hour, could go back to sleep. The other thing is I wear super lightweight pajamas. So I don't wake up hot because they do say your temperature plays a huge role in your sleep. And again, we need the Q&A.
Yeah, we need the expert on.
So we need the experts. These are the things that I'm doing and I'm playing around with. All right, well, we need to hear from the listeners. info@rawfemale.com. I think we need to compile all these hacks somewhere. And then
we'll compile them and then we'll bring them to our sleep scientist.
Oh, yeah.
And that person is going to deconstruct.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Bye. Don't forget to join our email list at rawfemale.com. We'll let you know when episodes drop. And also, please rate and review us wherever you get your podcasts.